is Alexis Lynn. Alexis Lynn.
Welcome to eveRIAthing. Today our guest is none other than the lovely Alexis Lynn, and if you've been following us, you know that we had a songwriting competition called the Star Experience Canada, and at our finals Alexis actually won Best Song and also the Audience Favorite Award. So yay, Alexis! Woo! We're here actually on location because she is actually recording her song, and we are here at PAVI, or Pacific Audio Visual Institute, and she's recording with one of the amazing judges, and he's also a producer, Mr. James Buddy Rogers. So that's pretty exciting. Yay! Are you excited?
I'm so excited right now.
Yeah, I can tell. So as you can see, there's lots of people doing lots of cool stuff. Everyone's, editing the soundtracks. So she's got drummers, and there's gonna be, bassist, guitarist, of course the pianist, and the vocalist herself, Alexis, recording lots of stuff. So it's really exciting to see everything come together and finally, get put all in one gigantic, beautiful music track. So how's everything so far with you? How have you been since I saw you last?
I've been really good. I've been busy, just getting ready for this and preparing for the studio.
Nice.
Yeah.
What musical things have you been keeping busy with since the awards night?
I've been writing a lot more songs. I've been performing and just performing with James actually at a local restaurant, and yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, getting your stuff out there. That's pretty neat. I know that when you initially submitted your song and performed it, the title was Never Fall, but I hear that you've changed it to Weak now.
Yeah, I have. It's more of like a hook line for me. I feel like Weak's more what everyone remembers from the song, and I feel like it also has like the same impact as Never Fall did. So I think it's equally as good a title for me.
I think so. It works too, because that's the part in the chorus, but Never Fall I like, Weak I like, everything okay, right? As long as it's a beautiful song. Exactly. So, the song is beautiful, and I fell in love with it the first time I heard it. Every single time I was blown away. I'm not even gonna hold anything back. How long did it take you to write that song?
I think, initially I wrote the verses and the choruses in like a couple hours, and then after that it was just like I just throw other stuff in, and it probably like a couple days and it was done. And then obviously fine-tuning everything, and now even changing things. So it's been a long process for the final product, but the song came pretty quickly itself.
That's good.
Yeah.
So speaking of finalizing things and changing them here at the studio, were there any things in the song that changed as soon as you came here to the studio to record? Are there any things that are different from the raw version compared to this one now?
I think the tempo's a little bit faster. It picks up a little bit more. I think it's pretty similar. The only thing that's different is probably the bridge. It builds a little bit more just to keep the energy up. But other than that, it's pretty much what I had before.
That's good. Yeah. Stay true to everything, right?
Yeah.
Now, as a songwriter, I know how difficult it is to try and maintain your style when you are collaborating with other songwriters and artists as well as producers. How open are you to different suggestions and changes that are made to your song?
Oh, I'm really open. I love it when people give me these different ideas, and you take it with a grain of salt, right? And you just apply it to where you like it, because at the end of the day, it's your song. But I feel when other people give me suggestions, I get so many more ideas that I wouldn't even have thought of. So
that's true.
I really enjoy.
How would you say the Star Experience has helped you or influenced you in your journey so far?
It's given me an amazing opportunity to record in this studio, and just all the things that came with it. even the night winning the audience favorite was something I never expected. Like, I didn't expect that, and it was just such like a warm feeling to know that they really enjoyed it. And I think just to get the opportunity to work with you and to work with James and PAVI and Blue Wave is just, it's so crazy.
That you make me love you, how I never let down. Yeah, you make me love you, you get rid of this frown. Oh, you make me weak. Oh, you make me weak, and I don't know why you never fell for me. But I left you anyway.
Tell me a little bit more about the things that happened before the STAR experience, like Vocalize You. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, before Vocalize You, I actually went down I flew to Ottawa, and I was one of the top 10 finalists for Ottawa Blues Fest competition. She's the one. And so I performed there, which was really cool. And from there, I flew to Vocalize You, which is in LA. And it's a 10-day artist intensive camp, but I came a couple days late because of the Blues Fest.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this, like, I went with Darcy, my other vocal coach, and you go and it's this music camp where you meet a ton of vocalists, like just like you, and you work with all these amazing teachers, and you get to choose your classes for each day, kind of thing. And it's just like, it's insane the amount of things that you learn in such a short period of time. It was so amazing, and I got to perform in their spotlight performances. And then at the end of the camp, they picked like 10 to 15 performers to do the final showcase, and I actually got to be a part of that as well, so that was really amazing.
That's pretty
It was just such a
neat.
cool experience.
Wow, no way.
I believe we could be something, just you and me.
Okay. It's funny because when you were mentioning She's the One, I was actually in the top 10 the
I
year
know that.
before you. So
watched
when I
your
heard
video.
that you were there, I was like, yeah! Totally rooting for you. It's a pretty cool experience, especially, Blues Fest is a very big festival with a bunch of amazing, well-known artists, right? And then when you're just, the fact that you're in the same event, right?
It was crazy.
It's crazy. It doesn't even have to be like headlining with
know.
each other. It's just the fact that you're there.
Yeah, seeing like Kanye and going backstage and just looking at all these people.
Definitely.
crazy.
What would you say are some of the most memorable experiences that you've had so far as a singer-songwriter?
I think definitely this summer has been the biggest time for me. I think like Ottawa and Blues Fest and Vocalize You, and I performed at Launch Fest 2015 here with which is a show for emerging artists, and I did the red carpet series for Studio Cloud 30, where they had, as a part of their emerging artist show, they had Eli Bennett, who is a acclaimed saxophone player who's won many awards. He was performing there like as a guest, and I was doing my song. I was doing Benny and the Jets, and he just joined me on stage and started to play with me, and it was so crazy to be able to just perform with someone of such stature, right? That was awesome too.
That's
and
awesome.
obviously here now and in the studio being able to do all this, and Star Experience was just brought all of this up. So
well, I'm
it was,
glad. You're making my heart flutter. I feel like a little powdered donut inside. So tell me, what are some of the biggest things that you've realized, or your, I guess, aha moments that you've had, all of these opportunities?
I think when you get that, because I mean everyone thinks oh, my stuff's pretty good, right? It's my stuff. But I think when you finally get that kind of recognition from someone other than your mom, it's that it's actually good. It's it's a pretty good feeling, and being picked for Blues Fest was such a when I got that email, I was like, wow, it's across Canada kind of thing, and just I feel just the I don't know, just everything this summer has really been crazy for me.
It's like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Right? Totally.
Yeah.
What do you think was one of the strongest factors that you had that made you a major winner for the STAR experience?
I feel my song's a bit different than the average song that you get. I feel it follows just a different form or a different pattern, and I feel like it's kind of original, and I think people liked that. Like, I mean, for the audience favorite, I guess they just really enjoyed it, but I don't know.
Definitely.
I just feel, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely relatable too, I think. Yeah. So before, entering these contests and winning them, becoming a finalist, I know that you used to busk a lot in White Rock and just in general. Do you still busk there in general?
Yeah, I did less towards the end of the summer as I got busy with all this, but and now that the weather's kind of rainy.
Yeah.
But
Still want to be there, with the piano and a big umbrella on your head.
Waterlogged keyboard.
Yes.
But I definitely did a lot in the summer and just got to play a lot of my songs for people passing by. It was nice.
Is that what you consider is the reason why you like to busk so much? Is just, making the day of the people that walk past you?
I think so, yeah. I like to just get out and perform in general. So, I mean, whenever I had the chance to, I love to do that.
Yeah.
So just going out and singing is really good enough for me.
Exactly, putting a smile on someone's face and music, and there it is. Before we had this interview started, I know that you were telling me you were writing some new material, which is pretty exciting. So you guys have to make sure you follow Alexis so we can, keep up to date with your music. Can you tell me a little bit more about the new stuff that you're writing, maybe what they're about? Give us a little inside scoop.
My second song is called Leave You, and it's actually about I'm going to be quitting my high-level soccer team in October, November-ish. So that was a really hard thing for me because I've grown up with them and I've been with them for a long time. And so I think doing that's going to be really hard. So for me, I certain things that I can't really say to them or certain things that are hard for me to say to them, I think I put in that song. So it's just kind of like closure for me. And then, I have a couple more. One about another boy. See that in there. I think a lot of things are happening, so it just
with
gives
the boy?
me more. No, no, that's over. That's over. I think that's what made it happen. It's over now. But a lot of things are just inspiring me to write songs and all these experiences and everything.
Made up my mind, but I'm scared. But I'm scared. I've made up my mind, but I'm scared of the goodbye. It seems so real when you say it. So don't speak, don't make a sound. Just listen to these words. Yeah, I'm always around, always around. I wish I could stay. I wish I could make it work. I'll miss you every day. This is gonna hurt. The hardest thing.
It's funny because there's some songs people will be like, what's that about? And you can name, what that thing was about, like a part of your life. And then sometimes I feel like in my total Taylor Swift mode. And someone's like, what's this song about? Like, oh, it's about that one guy. And what about this? No, it's about that other person. We girls got each other's back. So you're mentioning your soccer team and leaving that. I know that you're very passionate as well about, staying active and doing your soccer. I'm wondering, there's so much things that you're doing in your life. Do you ever have free time? And when you do, what is it that you do in your spare time?
Well, I have soccer 4 to 5 times a week, so that takes up a lot of my time, plus school and vocals as well. So, I mean, my free days really consist of Tuesdays and Saturdays for me. Some weekends are good. I try to balance it out as much as I can, right, with homework and such, but in my free time, I like I really like Netflix. I do enjoy Netflix. I like to really, because I'm always on the go, right? I'm always doing things like every day, so I do like to just sit and relax for a little bit and have free time, or hang out with my friends when I can.
Yeah, binge watch some TV
Yeah,
shows. What would you say you're binge watching right now?
Ooh, Prison Break.
Ooh,
I like Prison Break.
I've got to get on that. I've heard
It's
a lot
good.
of good
Oh,
stuff
you need to
about
watch
it.
it.
Probably will.
You-
So tell me, what is your biggest dream or goal in life right now?
I think as of now, I think I'd really like to get enough songs for an album to put that out there. But I think the long-term goal, obviously, I think everyone's long-term goal is to become successful and like recognizable in this industry. I think so. That's my long-term goal.
Yeah, exactly. Make it big, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I know one day you'll be selling out arenas and there'll be people singing
hope
back
so.
your lyrics to you.
Yeah.
God, I had to tell you, hearing people sing your own lyrics back to you is probably the
Yeah.
best feeling ever. Shout out to one of my English teachers who sang my own lyrics back to me. You rock. Okay. So anyways, I know that outside of being beautiful on the outside, you're also beautiful on the inside, as we know. In the 5th grade, you donated all your birthday money to Haiti Relief.
I did,
That is pretty neat. That is a good kid. Good kid. So tell me, what was it that made you want to, be so charitable at such a young age?
I think, well, for me, it's always just kind of been like help those who need it. I think that's just a common thing for me. But I remember, I think we were outside of Tim Hortons, and it was, I don't remember, there was a homeless person outside, and they were asking for change, and I was like, oh, Mom, like, can we go buy them a coffee or give them change? I think that really, and then I'm pretty sure the earthquake happened like the next day, so that really, I think, resonated with me, and I just wanted to, thinking of one person that was really translated into a whole country at another place, I think made me really want to help them. So
Yeah, sparked you, right?
Yeah.
Totally. And what would you say is your biggest humanitarian advocacy?
my biggest thing is that resonates with me is I think like the homeless of like especially the downtown east side. Like I've done a lot of stuff down there. We go and hand out food and care packages and stuff. Like I do it through my school, but as well as just like with my family and stuff. And I feel like for me, I feel that's really important to do just as another person to help people around you. So I think that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, take care of those who can't take care of
Yeah.
themselves, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's say that one day you're, going to the lottery machine and it says winner and you win $100,000.
Oh, boy.
What would you do?
I would either like obviously donate it to some sort of charity or start something of my own that would be able to help those kind of people. And I think just help some of my family that need it and just that kind of thing. And spread the love. Spread the love around.
Exactly. Keep it going,
Yeah.
right? So do you have, speaking of spreading the love, do you have any messages that you'd like to say to the judges of the STAR experience?
Oh, thank you guys so much for everything that you've done for me. Thank you especially to James for like being here right now and helping me so much and just volunteering to mentor with me. And just all the judges for putting me through and for giving me this opportunity and all their kind words. Thank you guys.
Lovely. And any message for the audience who was there at the awards night?
Oh, you guys are so awesome. I can't believe I won audience favorite and that means the world to me. So thank you so much. I'm really glad you like my song.
Great. Lastly, do you have any messages for any aspiring songwriters who are thinking of joining the STAR experience next year?
Definitely do it. It's a great competition. I think it really helped me, like I'm here now. So I mean, just finish your songs. That's what inspired me to finish my song in the first place. It wasn't fully finished, and then I heard about the STAR experience. I was like, oh, hey, I should finish my song and enter it, and now look where I am. So I mean, anything can happen, and just take the chances that you get. So
No such thing as too late.
exactly.
Exactly. What's next for you aside from wrapping this up with the STAR experience?
I think after I wrap this up, I'm going to hopefully be able to book more studio time to record my other songs. And I think I want to get out to some restaurants and perform there just for more performance opportunities and hopefully get my song out to various industry people and see what happens from there, right?
Totally.
So, yeah.
For sure. So can you tell us lastly where we can find you on social media?
You can find me on my Facebook page at Alexis Lynn, on Twitter at Alexis Lynn Music, and on Instagram at Alexis Lynn Music.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Alexis Lynn.
This love is blind. Me
Buddies, I'm here with James Buddy Rogers, and he was one of our amazing judges at the Star Experience Canada. So I want to first of all say thank you for joining us with the Star Experience and, being a part of the judging panel. I know that you're here today to help Alexis produce her song, and that's pretty cool. I know that you were interested in working with her even during the competition, and would you say this is a coincidence or fate that you're producing with Alexis?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence. Usually musicians that like what other musicians do somehow connect and help each other out.
Yeah, nice. And I know that she's here because she won the Audience Favorite and Best Song Award. What do you think it is about Alexis's song that was so appealing to the audience?
I think it was tone and phrasing, which correlate to feel and soul, and that's what I find most people tend to connect to when they listen to music.
She said that when she came here, there were a couple of changes that were made to her song. So could you tell me a little bit more about what's different in her song now?
From talking with her, I think the arrangement was shortened. When you record songs, you kind of want to have them within a certain time frame, so that when you play them on the radio, if you have a song that's 5 minutes long, it's unlikely they're going to want to play the entire 5 minutes. So having a song within a certain duration is best for trying to get played on the radio.
Yeah, and that we can enjoy the entire song, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. So every artist here has a different style and a different kind of thing to them in the Star Experience. What genre do you think Alexis should pursue?
I've personally always veered away from categorizing music. Me as a blues musician, I think everything's blues. And there's just so many categories of it. Rhythm and blues, pop. I just like to be part of things that sound good. And I've been asked before about musicians that, go from one genre to the next. It's like, if that's what you want to do as a musician and that's what you feel and put out, then you should do that for you, and people will like that, as opposed to doing it for what other people think you should. So I would just recommend, play what you want. If somebody calls this song pop and that one country, who cares?
Yeah, just follow you, right?
Exactly.
No genre, just you. As a producer, what are the biggest challenges that you face when it comes to music production?
One of the biggest challenges in dealing with artists directly when you're recording them is the criticism, because sometimes in the studio, when you play something, it's going to be heard over and over and over again, so you really want to get it right. And nobody has perfect pitch, perfect timing, so a lot of times people get nervous in the studio, and you have to correct things, and sometimes people don't take criticism as well as the others, which is never meant as a bad thing, but it helps you progress as an artist.
So in today's day and age, a lot of people are able to record covers and originals from the comfort of their own home with a webcam, their phone, or even record their own music by going to certain places. And what's your opinion on this as a producer?
I think it's damaged a lot of the recording qualities. We have all this technology to help us with all these great sounds, yet nobody's making records that sound as good as the bands in the 60s that would have, I can't imagine what they would have done in the 60s with the equipment we have today. So a lot of people tend to rely on technology to fix mistakes. So people focus a lot on image, and we'll do it in post-production, or we'll EQ it, where mic placements and stuff. People really had the technique and really lived it more so, I think, now. And these big rooms, like the one we're in, have a lot to do with getting good sounds recorded. Where if you're in home, you don't have diffusion and bass traps and stuff that, the recordings nowadays, to my ears, are much more brittle than they were years ago.
So do you have any messages out there or any advice to any young people that want to start songwriting?
Yeah, I would say, do what you like to hear, and focus, just try and develop your ears, write songs. You're going to write 1,000 songs, and there'll be one that people will like. A lot of these guys that write hit songs have hundreds or thousands of songs, and there's only 3 or 4 that people really like. Every song you write is not going to be a hit, and you'll write one and think that it's the good song and nobody will like it, and you'll write one that you don't like and everybody will love that song. So just keep writing. The more you write, the better you're going to get at it.
Exactly. Have a good selection, right?
People are going to be negative. Don't let that hurt your feelings and make you want to quit. And then when people tell you good things, don't, like, people tend to hear the good things and soak that in and take it personally, and then when they hear something bad, they get really bummed out about it. Where I always say, whether it's good or bad, just let it roll off you.
Yeah.
And just keep going with your goal.
Totally. So lastly, how do you think the STAR experience will be able to help young songwriters?
You guys keep doing what you're doing. I think it's already helping, you know, songwriters and stuff, and the more popular it gets and the more exposure that people get out. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have never known who Alexis was and all the other great musicians you had there. So, you know, it's on the right track in my opinion.
Yeah, and of course we have you working with us, so that's always
Yes.
a good thing, right? Yay!
Sure, there you go.
So guys, be sure that you're gonna follow Alexis on her musical journey and stay tuned with us on the STAR Experience. You can follow us on social media and of course watch us on eveRIAthing to keep following with her journey, as well as the journeys of our other contenders who you're gonna see very, very shortly. Until next time, we'll see ya!